other stuff. Okay. So Agent 13. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, investigate. 3/2, 3 lands. Investigate, obviously sacrifice. You get an artifact token, which you can sack for 2 and draw a card. So this usually, we know this effect, right? This usually goes together with black, if I'm not mistaken. Wasn't that in the other sets? We'll see. So maybe this is like support for attacking alone. Could be good. But the problem about this is usually when this is like actually an archetype, it's usually like when people start like just jumping with 1/1s, it's kind of like awkward. But I guess if you start drawing cards out of it, it's quite nice. So that solves the problem. We'll see. Agent Maria Hill. When she becomes tapped to pay a teamwork cost, put a +1/+1 counter on her and draw a card. This seems broken. Like, I don't know what teamwork means. But I guess we're going to find out. 1 mana, 2/1. You tap it, you get a +1/+1 counter, and you draw a card. That seems broken. How is this an uncommon? This looks like a rare to me, but I don't know what teamwork is again. So maybe you gotta like do something for it, but it's probably not too hard to activate it. It's like a crew for spells. So anyone with teamwork, you can basically. Okay, we'll find out. We'll find out. I don't know. I don't want to guess. But this seems like very good. So I guess like one thing is attacking alone, and another thing is teamwork. I don't know what color this goes with, but we'll see. 2 mana prowess, non-creature spell. Okay. Well, we know that too. So prowess probably with blue. It's like a kicker you pay with dude's power. Okay. Well, this seems crazy good then. This seems like a very, very good card. This is probably aggro, Boros, red-white, whatever. We'll see. Vigilance, Agent Phil Coulson. Do you guys know all these heroes? Are these supposed to be like Marvel superheroes we should know? Because I don't know any of these people. But again, I'm also not super into Marvel. Like, there's some good movies and shit, but like, I'm not like crazy Marvel fan. But I don't know any of these people. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Okay, Agent Phil Coulson. Put up on each other hero you control. Okay, so this is a rare. Okay, hero is a thing. So hero archetype or like creature type seems to be a thing. I don't know what color this goes with either. You don't watch this that often? Okay. Yeah, exactly. I know Spider-Man and Batman too. And isn't Hulk Marvel as well? And like, I don't know. Like, I should probably not talk about it because I have like, I really don't know what Marvel is. Like, I know what Marvel is, but again, I don't. I have not watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Okay, so this is probably good. On each other hero you control, this looks like pretty insane. So if a hero is the thing, which I assume, then this guy is just going to pump your whole board. Looks good to me. It's interesting, like the first white cards, it's like teamwork, attacks alone, and hero. So they all don't really work together, which makes me think this could actually be a set where you have a lot of archetypes and not like Strixhaven where you have like your 4 archetypes and that's it. Which is nice because it's literally something I was waiting for. The last sets were all like 4 or 5 archetypes and then 5 color soup, I feel like. So this could be interesting. But looking at these cards, it looks like they're pretty strong, which is fine if all the cards are strong. But this looks like something you need to deal with right away. We'll see. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Every creature you control attacks alone. So here we come again. A creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Yeah. I mean, it kind of like enables you to do like the attack with 1 plus, but +1/+1 doesn't seem like crazy good. But it's a 3 mana 2/4. I don't know. Probably not the most exciting card. I might be wrong. Again, it gets easier, like it gets clearer when you have the full picture of the set, but looking at it by itself, it doesn't look like crazy good. Yeah. Okay. Probably a small set. I think it has 300 and something cards. Not that small. Does anyone know? Is it a small set? I don't think it is. We'll see. Okay, here another heroes. This is Mythic Flash. Heroes you control. Oh my god. Can flash this in and all your heroes grow by +2/+2? Beginning of each end step, if you attack with a hero this turn or a hero entered the battlefield under your control this turn, draw a card. Beginning of each end step. I mean, this is crazy. It pumps the whole board and you draw cards pretty much every turn. Well, this is a rare and a mythic, right? So yeah, I don't think it's a small set. I think it's bigger than Strixhaven, if I'm not incorrect. The only thing I looked at is how big the set is, because I was also expecting it to be super small. I don't like too small sets either, but if it's also like just looking at the white cards and all the different archetype options, which we've seen in the first 6 cards, it looks like it's also a bigger set. Borrow backup. Create 2, 3, 2 white hero creature tokens. Again, hero. Okay, so hero seems to be one thing that you can do, for sure. And then attack alone seems also to be one thing. Basic land cycling. Okay, this allows you to have a little bit of fixing. For 5 mana, create 2 hero tokens. It's not horrible, honestly, because like just as like the cycling makes it good. It's like the visionary stance a little bit, just a bit. The visionary stance that gives you like 2 3/3 flyers, or you cycle it away, but this actually lets you find land. I think this card could probably be not the worst. Like playing one of these gives you like a little bit of protection for being stuck on lands, and it allows you to fix. 276 cards in comparison to what did Strixhaven have? Let me check. So it looks like Strixhaven had... Okay, Strixhaven had... Oh, sorry, Secrets of Strixhaven. Secrets of Strixhaven had 281, and Marvel Super Heroes had 235. 276? Maybe this is wrong. Oh yeah, no, without the commander. I'm just talking main deck, main cards for draft, not the commander cards. I don't think the commander cards are announced yet. I think commander cards are coming in 3 days or something. Okay. Well, it looks like it's a bit smaller then. So maybe it was incorrect. I'm gonna do some research on it. Okay, next card is Brave Brawler. Has lifelink 2 mana 2/1. Power up. What is power up? 5 lands. Put 2+1/+1 counters on this creature. Activate each power up only once. Okay, it's like a what was it called? I don't remember, but it's the same thing. You just like pay this. So it's a 2 mana 2/1 lifelink that you can make to a 4. Like you can get it to a 4/4, and it's a hero. Doesn't look super exciting to me. It's quite expensive to grow +2, +1/+1, and you probably will never do it because hero seems to be about pumping or giving +1/+1 counters on all your heroes at the same time, right? So it's probably never worth it to do this. So it's basically a 2-mana 2/1. Could probably play it if you're short on cards, but it doesn't look super interesting to me. Captain America, this must be good. I know Captain America. That's one of the heroes I know. Probably the first one. I'm not sure I've watched it, though. I don't think I've watched it. No, is it? Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, I understand. Okay, I didn't read that. As you know, I don't read cards. So you can play it as a 2-mana 2/1. And if you do that, you could like pay 3 to pump it by +1/+1. So you could basically play it as a 5-drop 4/3. Or you play it as a 2/1 and then you can just do it later for 5. Still not super amazing. Because it's like a... Yeah, it's like a 5-drop 4/3, I think, which is quite horrible. Yeah, I don't think this card's good. Yeah, still seems bad. I agree. Okay, Captain America. Okay, 296 basic cards in Marvel, including lands. But not different art styles. Including lands. Okay, 453 including those. I don't care about the arts. SOS 271. Yeah, I think that's what I had too. I also saw that Secrets of Strixhaven is a little bit smaller than actually this one. This is what I saw too. Yeah, but like not a small set then. Thanks. Which is weird, because this is only going to be there for 2 months, and then Hobbit is coming in, if I'm not mistaken. I think Hobbit is coming in August already. So I was expecting this to be small as well. I was quite surprised when I saw the numbers. Okay, Captain America. And just with a shield counter on him. Shield is, I think, it's indestructible for one hit, right? Yeah, damage or destroy it, remove a shield counter from him instead. And as long as it's on him, you and other heroes you control have hexproof. Oh my god, it seems like heroes are broken. 3/2 first strike for 3 lands. That's pretty insane. That's actually I do like the art here. The design is actually quite accurate, quite good. Yeah, heroes, man. Look at all the rares as well that they have. Like, look at this. Look at fucking this. Look at this, dude. You basically win the game with these cards. Yeah, heroes seems broken. So everyone, force heroes. Without looking at any other cards, force heroes. So what I heard at the start, that this card, this set might be, or like is super strong, ridiculously strong. So far I can approve, but maybe it only goes for heroes, but it's very unlikely. I feel like the other archetypes are gonna be super strong as well. You can't kill it. Yeah, yeah, it basically means this guy has indestructible and everything else is hexproof. So what you need to do is basically, maybe there's a lot of removal that gives -3/-3 counters or whatever. There must be a way to break this. I don't think you have to use your first destruction spell on him, waste it, and then kill it, and then kill all the rest. There's no way. There must be a play around. Okay, well, let's not judge too quickly, but like having this out is basically you win. And also 3 mana 3/2. I mean, make it a fucking 1/1. It's already broken. Yeah, that's good. That's a good one. Another rare hero. I already hate this. Flying, first strike, and board 1. I mean, this is already good without anything else. Whenever Captain America attacks... Oh, wait. This is Captain America. This is... Wait. Wait. It says whenever Captain America attacks. This is Captain America too. So I guess both count? Am I wrong? I guess it doesn't matter what Captain America attacks, right? Are you sure? It doesn't say Captain America Wings of Freedom. Each other hero you control gets +X until end of turn, where X is Captain America's toughness. I mean, there's quite a difference. It's either +1/+1 or, well, +2/2. But there might be more Captain Americas. I don't think. I'm not sure. Are you sure? Okay, maybe. I also think it's only him, but in theory they should state the whole name. But maybe it's too long. Okay, I'm not 100% sure, but I also think it's only him. So I guess, but there's a lot of pump spells. So if this becomes like a 5/3 or whatever, and then attacks, then you die. Okay, well, another mythic hero. Captain Marvel, Earth Protector. This better be bad. Flash, Flying Lifelink. This is already good. Power up 7. Which reduces to 2 mana only, right? Reduce the cost by her mana cost. If she entered... Oh, that's a she? Captain Marvel is she? I didn't know that. I don't even know who Captain Marvel is. Don't hate me. I I don't know. As long as the other archetypes are as strong, it's fine. But if they're not, it's shit. It's still... We'll see. So, okay, so you can play this for 5, and then you can power up right away in the same turn for 2 more lands. Any lands. Put a +1/+1 counter and an indestructible counter on Captain Marvel. So you play it for 7, and it's indestructible, and it's a 6/5 flash flying lifelink. This is pretty good to me, right? I mean, this is... I guess it's fine. I feel like this card's fine. It's quite good still. It's quite good, but I don't think it gets close to this guy. It's still very good. Another hero. No, it reduce the cost by her mana cost. So this is the mana cost. So it reduces basically the 2 white lands and 3 out of the non-color ones. So you can basically tap any 2 lands. This is how I understand it. Super Soldier Serum. I don't know what it is. Reduce only 5? Reduce the cost by her mana cost. The mana cost for me is this. So I feel like the white is going to fall away. This is how I understand it. This is how I read it. Again, not 100% sure, but this is how I read it. Not quite sure. Not quite sure. I don't think it matters that much. If you have 7 lands, you probably have 2 white anywhere. Well, I guess... Okay, so what you're saying is I would have to pay 5 and then plus 2 white, so you need 4 white? Yeah, Berserker, that's okay, that makes it actually not that great. Because you might have 7 lands, but do you have really 4 white, especially when you start splashing? Colored mana is reduced to get the counters with... That's how I'm reading it. So you don't have to pay the white, you just have to pay to any, right? This is how I am reading it. But it seems like nobody's like 100% sure. Or am I misunderstanding, Poco? Are you agreeing to everyone else? Let's move on. We'll find out. Another hero. Okay, white seems to be just heroes. I'm sure you're sure I'm correct. I also read it this way. Let's agree to like not know. Captain Marvel, Spaceborn. 5 mana, 4/4, Flying Vigilance. As long as an opponent has cast a spell this turn, you may cast spells as though they had flash. Doesn't seem... I don't know. It doesn't seem crazy good. I mean, it kind of like lets you flash anything. I don't know. I don't know if there's a combination or like a combination that makes this good. But 4 mana, 4 Flying Vigilance. In comparison to what I've seen before, it doesn't seem like super broken. Don't think it's going to matter that much, but maybe there's something. Maybe there's some archetype where it matters. Colleen Wing, Street Samurai. 2/2. Whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature you control, put a +1/+1 counter on Colleen. Well, this sounds more like Silver Quill in Strixhaven. +1/+1 counter, so this might be a thing too. So we have heroes, we have attack alone, and we have +1/+1 counters, but this is the first time I see this. It's also hero, I guess. Oh, wait. And you scribe one, okay. I guess it's a 2-drop hero that could grow. It's probably not bad. It's legendary as well. Seems like a good card. And you get to scry as well. Yeah, this seems pretty decent 2-drop in a hero deck. Not sure how much targeting spells you have in white, but we'll see. What does hero go with? Like what color? I have a feeling it's green, but I'm not sure. Human Citizen, 1 mana, 1/2. Oh, no hero. Target creature you control that's attacking alone. Oh, here we go again. Gets +1/+0 until the end of turn. You gain 1 life. Gain life. Maybe life gain is the thing. Seems okay, but I don't know. A lot of legendaries. Legendary. Oh, yeah, you're right. All the cards are legendary. Interesting. Man, all these cards are legendary. You're right. So, I didn't even see that. That's interesting. That makes it a little bit harder to play this. I think that's a good thing, actually. 50% are heroes and 45% are villains in white? Can you tap that thing if you're not attacking? Wait, sorry. This one? Target creature controls, it's attacking alone. No, I think you have to attack first. You have to attack and then you can activate it. Oh, across all creatures? Really? 50% heroes and 45%? Where do you have all these infos from? Watch. Someone's prepared. Someone did his own work. That's crazy. Okay. So I guess heroes works everywhere in all colors then. Yeah, this guy only works once you attack. So you attack and then you can tap this in response. You don't have to though. I don't know if life gain matters. Probably not. So 1 mana instant, teamwork 2. Okay, here we go. Teamwork. As an additional cost to cast the spell, you may tap any number of creatures you control with total power 2 or more. So as you said, it's like kicker. So I can play this for 1, but I could also play this for 1 plus tap 2 power. So it could be 1 creature, which is a 2/3 or whatever, or like 2 different creatures, or like 2 1/1s, for example. Or more. Okay. Deals 2 damage to target attacking or blocking creatures. Costs 0 target. Deal damage to that creature instead. Okay, it still has to be attacking or blocking if you do that. So this teamwork doesn't like remove the attacking or blocking. It still like has to be attacking or blocking. The difference is 2 damage or 4 damage if you tap 2 more. I think teamwork is gonna be super strong as well. Remember this, dude? Like if you build a teamwork deck, you're just gonna tap stuff all the time. And you just like draw cards from this guy. This is a 1-drop, 2/1 that grows and draws you cards. That's I don't know how this is uncommon. We'll see, but the teamwork seems pretty crazy as well. Hero. 3 mana 2/2. Hero in training. When this creature enters, draw a card. If you control another hero, you gain 2 life. Another life gain. Let's disregard the 2 life. I mean, it's a good side effect. Keep in mind, maybe this is the thing, life gain deck. Which is usually green-white as well, right? I don't know if this is a thing. So basically it's a 3-drop 2/2 that draws your card. It's not horrible, but it's actually... And it gains you life. Yeah, it's not super bad. It's not super bad. Is this a hero? Yeah, it's a hero too. Yeah, okay, so you're right. Like, there's like a lot of heroes in this deck, in the set. Invisible Woman, Sue Storm. 2/5 lifelink. Whenever you put 1 or more +1/+1 counters on 1 or more other heroes you control, you may create a 0/4 colorless wall. You get walls? Okay, this looks like Commander. Sorry, Commander. Heroes is like very defensive. She can infinite with the other 3? What do you mean? So you build like a lot of walls. I mean, like it only triggers once. Depending on how often you trigger the counters. But whenever you trigger a counter, this will create a 0/4 wall for you. Really hard to say whether this is like very good or not. I mean, having 0/4 walls on are probably not bad, but that means you kind of like stay back with heroes, right? Go into late game. There's 4 creatures, fantastic 4 that loop each other's triggers. Really? Yeah. So you get like 1,000,000 walls. Okay. Let's move on. I don't. It's hard for me to evaluate this card right now without having the info. Two mana, 2/3 hero, another mythic hero. Token causes draw, causes ping, causes +1/+1, causes token. Oh really? Well, that's not good though. But what if then you draw 30 cards and you die? Okay, Jennifer Walters. Your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. It's a hero transform. Transform. For 6. Okay, so that makes me believe that heroes is green. It's a She-Hulk. There's a She-Hulk? I didn't know that. Did you guys know that? Is that a thing? I'm really happy that I'm not the only one not knowing about all this. It seems like I missed a lot of movies and shows or whatnot. I had no idea this is She-Hulk out there. Is she does Hulk and she do they know each other? Are they collaborating or something? So it becomes so basically this dude, which is a 2/3, transforms into like a 6/6 reach trample. Has the same effect still. Whenever you control is dealt damage, you have this and deal that much damage to any target. So basically, she makes everything indestructible for damage. It doesn't count on destroy, but like damage, I don't know what the removal looks like, but damage removal is gonna be pretty shit when she's out. They're cousins? Interesting. Wait, but I do know her, I think, from the Hulk movies, but I didn't know she turns into Hulk as well at some point. Okay, seems good too. It's all heroes, right? Villain. There's the villain. This is our first villain we see, I think. Kree Commandos, 2/1 Flying Vigilance, Prowess. Seems pretty mediocre to me. There's another Prowess card. I don't know if Prowess is this thing. Doesn't seem great. It's just very expensive. And it only triggers, even if it triggers once, it's 3/2 Flying Vigilance, which is, if you compare this to Strixhaven, you have a 3 mana 4/3 Vigilance flying for 3 lands. You have to remove 2 cards from the graveyard, but that's not too hard to pull off. And this is like a 2/1 that potentially gets +1/+1 for a turn. Vigilance on flying. Yeah, like most of the time you don't want to block with your flyers, but I mean it does something. It's not super horrible, but this seems pretty shit, honestly. Luke Cage, Power Man, another hero, 4 lands, unbreakable skin. Okay, it seems like heroes are just indestructible. Like you can't remove hero creatures, so you gotta find other ways. If I read this already. Whenever Luke Cage attacks alone, he gets +2/+0 and gains indestructible. Oh, okay. Fall mana 2/5. This attacking alone seems so much worse than hero, but I don't know what the effects are with the rest, so hard to say. Probably not super crazy. Hard to say. We have the Mockingbird, Ace Agent, also legendary. Wait, was this guy? Oops. Was this guy legendary too? It seems like everything's legendary. Only the really shitty cards are not. Yeah, it's actually crazy. So you can only play 1 or 2 of each in each deck, probably. 4 mana 2/2 double strike. When you cast a spell that targets a creature you control, put up +1. Okay. Targeting a creature, is that a thing? It's the second card we see. We know heroes is definitely a thing, and we know that attacking alone is definitely a thing in white. For the rest, I haven't seen enough cards to believe that this is actually a thing. This is a second card. I mean, this can be scary. Double strike is always scary. but seems a bit clunky. But then on the other hand, it's a hero, right? So if you have mass pump and you pump the double striker, still seems clunky, but it could be kind of like a killing blow. But does it really matter if your heroes grow to 6/6/7/7 anyway? Does it matter if you have a 6/6 double strike in there? Probably not. I don't think this card is going to matter too much, but it's also uncommon. It's weird. There's like some uncommon cards which are like rares, and then there's like uncommon cards which seem like more like common cards to me. Maybe I'm underestimating this guy, but this doesn't seem amazing. Monica, Rambu. Hero, Mythic. How many Mythic and rares are there? Flying Prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spells until end of turn. I mean, 3/3 flying with Prowess is already very good. And then you can transform her. Flying Hexproof Prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a +1/+1 on each other creature you control. That's pretty good. So what we're looking at is a lot of hexproof, indestructible, and shield counters. Can someone tell me how you're supposed to remove heroes? I mean, this is pretty good. 3/3 flying prowess itself is already good, and then with an upside. Wait, this is red. So I guess okay. So this is what I assume. Boros is going to be prowess beat down, I think. So prowess is a thing. Boros is prowess, I think, and targeting stuff. I assume legendary. Yep. Murdoch's Crusade. Teamwork 4. Oh, that's a team. Oh yeah, the teamwork. I haven't seen too many cards this far. So yeah, so we have to pay 4 power basically, if you want to do that. Otherwise, it costs 2. So you can choose 1 or 2 depending on what you pay. Exile target creature with toughness 4 or greater, or exile target enchantment with value 4 or greater. Probably not horrible. It's also an exile spell, so that kind of like plays around indestructible. And I feel like heroes are going to become toughness 4 or greater pretty quickly, so this is probably good against heroes. It's probably not the worst removal, honestly. Could be a good best of 3 card. If your opponent has like enchantments with value 4 or greater, this this looks to me like a best of 3 card. Oh, it's Daredevil? Yeah, that makes sense. It looks like Daredevil. I didn't pay attention to the to what was inside his sunnies. You click concede and you remove him. Yeah, that's that's one way to deal with it. It looks like, honestly, if you have a couple of mythics out on heroes, they're all indestructible. So I assume there's some mass removals there. This looks like best of 3. Maybe not good enough to main deck, but hard to say. Might be good enough, because when there's a lot of enchantments in this format, and when there's a like a lot of pump archetypes, then this might get better. But you won't be able to deal with any early on aggression, so it's kind of like a bit random. Too much variety, I feel like. Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Oh, this is a lot of text. Oh my god. Okay, do we really have that much fixing? Power up 5? So you pay 1 to grade it to 1. And then you have to pay only 4 other lands in all colors to activate it. This must be crazy. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on him. And then look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may put a hero, equipment, or vehicle card onto the battlefield. If it's a double face card, you may transform it. This looks horrible to me. This is so random, and eventually you have. Well, if you don't activate this, this is just a 2/1, which in probably 95% of the cases is what's gonna happen. Which isn't horrible. 1 mana 2/1 is fine, I guess. And then you have this upside of potentially drawing a card and putting it onto the battlefield. Maybe even flip it. I don't think we're going to see this very often, though. But it's a hero, 1 mana 2/1, and if you really have a way of like fixing, then you can maybe make this work. I don't know if a 5-color soup is the thing here. Doesn't seem amazing, but this is probably going to be one of the first picks where you're like, shit, I don't want this as a first pick. Sorry, what did you misread? It doesn't matter. It doesn't look very good. So 2 mana 2/1 flash lifelink Night Nurse Healer of Heroes. When Night Nurse enters, choose target permanent card in your graveyard that was put there from anywhere this turn. Return it to your hand. Seems good. This seems like a very good card. Isn't it what Samwise Gamgee did in Lord of the Rings? Something similar? Not sure if I remember correctly, but it was also connected to like get something back from the graveyard, right? Yeah, right? I think it was like something with Sam. I don't think it was the exact same thing, but it was similar, and I think it was like same card, like kind of like the same thing. I feel like this works in every archetype. This is very good. Seems like a very good card. Also hero. And legendary, of course. There's only legendary cards. I don't know what that means. If you like, if 90% of the creatures are legendary, it basically means you see only one of them in each deck, maybe two. Uncommon. So they created a very strong set, and then they just said, oh, they're all legendary. I'm unsure what that means. It just like, it's going to be harder to build proper decks, maybe? I don't know. Means if you're forced to play 3-4 copies of same legendary. Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be harder to build your decks. Like I know what it means. It's just like I'm just trying to think further on what that means for deck building. But it's gonna bring in a lot of variety in your decks. Yeah, you can't like really rely on like drawing the same card over and over. So you kind of like can only play 1 or 2 of each. What does this do? When enters, create 2 1/1 white soldier creature tokens. Attacking creature tokens you control have first strike. Oh, so now we're going into tokens. I mean, if you want to go wide, I guess this makes sense. This is like similar to Strixhaven, the 3/3 that creates a 1/1 flyer. Just so you get like 2 1/1s, and this is a little bit weaker and they don't fly. And it's soldier tokens, it's not even heroes. So you can't really pump your tokens with the hero effects. You think this guy's busted? Really? It's not heroes you're creating. Like, it's literally 1/1s that get first strike. If you have mass pump, if there's a way to mass pump, this could matter, but I don't think it's gonna be super crazy. Yeah, it depends. It depends if there's like something like practiced offense. Sorry, I'm referring to to strict save him all the time. But if you have like pump spells, a lot of them, then it's good. And heroes does, but these are not heroes, so they're not affected by the pump. It's unclear whether this is good. I don't think it's going to matter that much, to be honest. But again, I don't have all the information yet. Okay, so we're getting into the sagas again. I do like the sagas. They're quite interesting. Scry 2. So 2 mana, you can scry 2 on phase 1, and then phase 2, you may put a hero creature card with mana value 3 or less from your hand onto the battlefield. If you don't draw a card. Okay, let's assume you don't. You scry and then you draw a card for playing a card. And then put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Okay, so if you have more of these cards, then this becomes significantly better. This seems very good. This seems very good because it allows you to, like, for 2 mana, to play a 3-drop the turn after. So you don't really, like, miss out on putting aggression on the board. And you get to scry 2, and then you pump your whole board. This seems very good. You want to play this with tokens. Even in the late game, if you draw this, is quite nice. I mean, in the late game, it's probably not that great because you probably don't have anything on your hand you can, like, use this for. I guess you draw a card and then you pump everything. Seems like a good card to me, but it won't work in every deck. Crap top deck. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree, Absenta. If you, like, draw it late and you don't have, like, a wide board, then it's kind of like shit. I mean, you get another card, but it takes another turn to draw this card, so sometimes it's just like a blank, and it's very slow. So in a token deck, yes. In other decks, I would be careful playing it. But most of the time, it's probably not that bad. It's a bit slow. Panther Pounce. 1 mana. Target player investigates. So we're only covering white today. And we're going to do the next color not tomorrow, but on Thursday. Tomorrow I'll take a break. Every Wednesday I'm taking breaks. Panther Pounce for 1 instant. Target player investigates. Target creature gets +1/+0 against flying until end of turn. Untap it. Okay, well, you can make something flying as an instant and give it +1/+0 and then tap it, and you get a token that draws you a card for 2. Probably good in the combination of attacking with 1 creature. I assume that the 1 creature you attack with is going to grow quite significantly. It's going to be like a 9/8 or whatever, and then you can make it flying. Could be lethal. And you draw a card for 2 lands, and you untap it. Unclear. I think it might work in the attack with 1 creature deck. In the other decks where you have tokens and go wide, I don't think it matters that much. Yeah, you get to draw a card, but you have to, like, pay 2 mana for it, so it's kind of slow as well. Patriot Shield Wielder, another hero, another legendary, 2 mana 2/2. Another target creature you control gets +2/+0 and gains hexproof until end of turn. It's pretty good, right? This can protect everything you have on board. Just not himself. Again, so much hexproof, so much indestructible, so many shield tokens. It's gonna be so hard to kill white creatures. I think it's pretty good. It's a 2/2, yeah, but it protects everything on your board. And, like, you can't kill anything else. Well, you have to pay 2. I agree. You have to pay 2. I don't know what set it was. There was a similar card which was like a 0/2 or whatever, or 1/2, and it didn't have the 2 in front. It was just like tapping him, and it would protect anything you want, but it was a rare. I agree. I think it's okay. I don't know if it's gonna matter that much though. Because hero seems to have like a lot of protection anyway. You don't want to tap extra for this, right? Also means you always have to leave this up. It's not horrible though. In a token deck, it won't matter that much. In like big creature deck, it will matter. I'm not sure if white does it though. I'm not sure if white is into like big creatures. Unclear whether this guy is gonna be. It's like on the edge for me. It seems not bad, but I don't know how much synergy this card has with other archetypes. Zack. Yeah. What's that, Final Fantasy? Oh, I didn't mean that card, but I think the Zack did something similar, right? Yeah, I agree. The 2 is a bit. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be crazy good. Whenever you choose your control enters, scry 1 and put a plant counter. A plant counter? Okay. When the 4th plant counter is put on this enchantment, sacrifice it, draw a card, and put it on each creature you control. Well, this works in a token deck, but only in a token deck. Because then you trigger all these counters pretty quickly if you create tokens. So again, this guy works with this dude quite nicely, and then this dude. So it seems like there's also like a token option. I don't know what archetype this is going to be, because it seems like heroes are green, and usually tokens are green. We'll see. I don't know if this is good. It's probably very slow. Weenies? Weenies token. You call them weenies? Yeah, heroes, tokens, and then attack with 1, right? But honestly, I haven't seen too many white cards that do that. Let's move on and see. But so far, for sure, I don't even know about tokens, honestly, because this is like the 3rd card that does something for tokens, or maybe the 4th. Seismic Takedown. The old white little dudes aggro weenies. Gotcha. Quake Agent of Shield. 3 mana, 3/3. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, tap target creature or land. Tap target creature or land. Could be annoying. But again, this is legendary, so you can't like mass out on these guys and then just tap the whole board. Which makes it less good. You can tap 1 creature. Shut up, moving. You're right though. I don't know. Seems pretty standard to me. Like, in comparison to the other cards I've seen, hard for me to evaluate. I don't know. Cast a non-creature spell. So I guess that falls into the category of targeting something. You can tap him down. I guess it works nicely in a Boros deck, right? In a Boros beatdown prowess deck. Because you will have a lot of spells in Boros that then pump your creatures, and then at the same time you tap him down. I guess this is good for the beatdown Boros. But only in that. Yeah, I agree. Because everyone is going to build decks and you don't know what cards, like what legendaries they're actually playing. It's not like, oh, they have like 3 or 4 of the same guy. You will probably see each card in each deck only once or maybe twice. So it's going to be hard to like know what your opponent is doing. Kind of weird. It's gonna be hard to like build a tactic. Because like in Silver Quill right now, I would just like play all the 1/2s that tap stuff down, right? And like here, if they're all legendary, you can only play one of them, so it's gonna be harder to like make stuff work. I feel like deck building will be more difficult. Well, or it's gonna be super easy because you just play heroes and you win. Okay, so this guy borrows beat down. I feel like so this could work in a beat down deck, but the rest it doesn't seem very great. You can also do this as defensively, right? You can just like sit back and just play an instant and then tap him down before attack. You could also just tap all this mana, but again, it's only going to be one dude you can do this with. I don't know. Raft Security Officer, 2 mana at 1/3. Human Soldier. No villain, no hero. Tap target creature. Oh, it's another tapper. This ability costs 1 less to activate if it targets a creature with power 3 or less. So it's only 1 land for a creature with power 3 or less. Doesn't seem that good. Because where would it work? I guess, like, this is a beatdown, but is this, like, do you want to play a 2 mana 1/3 in a beatdown deck? It's just a dude. That describes it pretty well. I don't know. I don't think this card will matter. If you go into, like, late game, even then, I don't know. I guess it keeps you a little bit safe, but it also costs you 2. Because do you really want to tap like 2/2s or 1/1s? I guess 3/3s work as well. But if you don't, then it costs you 2 and you gotta tap this dude as well. I don't know. It seems pretty bad to me. Red Guardian, Super Soldier, 3 mana 2/2, flash. When he enters, destroy target creature and opponent controls that dealt damage this turn. That dealt damage. Like, it doesn't matter where he dealt damage. He could... Wait, dealt damage. So, to you. Or does it also mean if he deals damage to one of my creatures, I could kill it? I think only to me, right? Only to yourself. Am I overthinking stuff? To anything? This is how I read it as well. It dealt damage. It doesn't matter if it's to you or a creature. That's how I read it as well. It doesn't matter. Looks crazy good. It looks very good. I do like this card. It's good. Legendary again. It's a villain. Uncommon? Yeah. Seems right. Then you have equipment. Oh, wasn't expecting that. 1 mana. A quick creature gets +1/+1. Whenever a quick creature attacks alone, untap it and scry 1. So another attack alone. Untap it and scry 1. And equip 1. Whatever. Pretty bad. Unless equipment is the thing, I don't think this card's gonna matter. At all. I mean, I guess if tokens is the thing, this might be okay. Because you can pump all your tokens for 1. But by +1/+1, is it really worth it? Probably not. Probably not. 2 mana enchantment. Okay, we're coming back into the res. Attack creature gets +2/+2, has first strike and vigilance, and is a legendary soldier in addition to its other types. Why would that matter? Whenever an enchanted creature attacks or blocks, attach any number of target equipment you control to it. Okay. So maybe equipment is a thing? It's not flash, so you kind of like have to decide. Is this good? So you can grow a creature. You can't flash it in. It's not an instant or anything. It gets bigger, but you like people could kill it in response. I mean, if you're playing a lot of equipments, this could like grow something really quickly. But then if someone destroys your creature, then it's kind of like gone. I don't think this is. How is this rare? Yeah, I guess with hexproof it works. I guess you have a lot of indestructible and hexproof. You're right. So with the hero stuff going on, I guess this might matter. But then I don't know if you play heroes, are you gonna play equipments too, or is the second effect just like whatever? And then what do? You grow it by a +2/+2 while your heroes grow anyway. I don't know. I don't see this. I don't see this being super strong. Might be wrong. When this enchantment enters, exile target tap creature an opponent controls. Tap creature an opponent controls and leaves the battlefield. Okay. This is quite good, right? It's for 2 mana. In most sets, this is like 3 mana and it doesn't have flash. But then it doesn't target like only tap creatures. So I guess this is good defensively. If you're like a beatdown deck, I wouldn't put it in my Boros deck, but maybe in Heroes it could be important. Because Heroes seems to be like late game. So if you want to go into the late game and sit back, this card is good. In an aggressive deck, I wouldn't put it in. Yeah, I agree. Like even with hexproof, I don't think this guy is going to be super interesting. Take up the shield. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. It gains lifelink and indestructible until end of turn. Doesn't seem. It's pretty much the same like this. And you can protect your creature, but it's for two mana. It's not that great. If you compare this to like a, what's it called? The 1-drop green that gives +1/+1 and hexproof. This is too expensive in my eyes. This is too expensive. Doesn't seem very great. Mindstone. Oh, what is this? A mythic, indestructible? Of course it is. It ramps you. Harness the Mindstone. Once harnessed, it's active. Okay. At the beginning of your end step, exile up to 1 other target non-land permanent you control. Then return that card to the battlefield on its under control. So you can flicker your non-land permanent cards. Probably good. Because it also counts as a mana. And there's probably some good enter effects in white. What happens if you bounce the Mind Stone? Why would you bounce your Mind Stone? is my question to you, Joey. It's a good question, though. I don't know. I mean, maybe your opponent is going to bounce it, but it's just very unlikely. Don't touch your Mind Stone. The beginning of like once harnessed, is active. I feel like if you bounce it, it's not active anymore. I don't think you're gonna have that situation though. I think this is good. This can like destroy your opponent. Like it ramps you as well. So in the worst case, it's just the mana that ramps you. It's not bad. There will be a lot of enter effects that are pretty crazy. Not to be confused with Mind Stone. Exactly. Okay, the Sentry Golden Guardian, Flying Vigilance Indestructible, 4 mana. Why is everything indestructible? I already hate that. I absolutely hate that, guys. It's gonna be, you're gonna like look at the board and you're like indestructible, hexproof, shield counter. Everything else is protected as well. So eventually you will have to kill Captain America, which you can't kill because he has a shield counter, and then you probably also have other creatures that protect Captain America. So eventually everything is just protected. What are you supposed to do about this? Boards are going to be so big. It's going to be 20 creatures against 19 creatures. Someone getting desperate and be like, fuck it, I'm going to swing all, and then I'm going to take a leak, and you figure out your blocks. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I like this. I'm not a big fan of hexproof. I'm not a big fan of indestructible. It's just, it's so annoying. When the Sentry enters, I haven't even read the second effect and I already hate it. When the Sentry enters, target opponent creates the void. Oh. Oh, wait. Oh. Well, this is not a good effect. Target opponent creates the void. 5/5 black horror villain with indestructible? Wait, so you play a 4/4 5/5 indestructible flying and your opponent gets the same shit? Only that he has to attack? Is this good? I feel like this makes this card kind of like bad. What am I missing here? Yeah, okay. Fair enough. What if he kills this dude, though? Then you gave him a 5/5? Seems very bad. There's probably like some combination. Well, it's a token, so potentially you could like play this on him, right? But I would be cautious to play this card. If he finds a way to kill this, you give him a 5/5 for free. Yeah, the Sentry. Is he like very weak? Does anyone know the Sentry? I've never heard of this guy. How many fucking Marvel heroes are out there? Wakandan Drone Flock. So summary is, I don't think that's good. I think you should be very careful about playing this dude. Maybe there's some combinations where you can make it work, but I would be super careful. Yeah, and constructed you can probably do something. Yeah, Joey, I hope that there's a -X spells, because otherwise you can't get around indestructible. There's a bit of hexproof, but not too much. I haven't seen any -X spells, but white doesn't have those, right? Most of the time. When this enters, cry 2. Oh, that's that's the easiest card I've read today. Unless artifacts are a thing, this won't matter. I don't know what else to say about this. Pretty bad card. And I don't think white is artifacts. Wait, did I skip too many? No. Wait, how much more are there? Okay, so this is the last page for white. We're just gonna finish white here. And then on Thursday we're gonna do another color, maybe blue. There's an artifact deck, but it's not going to be a white one. That's the only artifact. Oh, well, probably not. Oh, there's only 2 more cards. It's the only artifact I've seen in white. I don't think white's going to matter unless you can splash this guy in. I mean, we don't want to splash this dude. Even if there is an artifact deck out there, I don't think this guy's good. I don't know how they put... It's so weird sometimes. Like, I get that not all cards are on the same level, right? But consider what we've read so far. Every card we've read, and then you see this. Why? Like, who's ever... I mean, it might be too early to say that, but even if there's an artifact archetype, why? I just don't get the point of putting this in the set. But, again, I might be too early. Okay, 2 more. Web up. When this enchantment enters, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until this enchantment leaves the battlefield. Yeah, this is what I talked about. This is usually pretty good. Especially exile becomes good against indestructible. So we've seen quite a bit of exile, which I like. So there's ways to deal with the indestructible stuff and the shield counters. Obviously, it doesn't help against hexproof, but I feel like that's how they play around this. But all the fights are going to be like indestructible against indestructible, and then just like 19 creatures against 20 creatures, and everything, like nothing dies. So this might get actually quite complex. Yeah, seems good. Seems like a decent card. It's also common. Probably gets... It doesn't look that interesting, but I think it's actually very important to play this card. I think it's going to be better than it seems, just because of all the indestructible I've seen. And then the last card is going to be White Widow Free Agent. 4 mana, 2/3. When it enters, choose 1. Put a +1/+1 counter on each up to 2 target creatures. Again, so, or return target artifact or enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. The counters are whatever. But for 4 mana, 2/3, and you get like an artifact or enchantment back, like if you play artifact or enchantments, which I haven't seen that many in white, this could be interesting. And this in combination with the Mind Stone is very good, I guess. I don't know how many artifacts enchantments you can get back, but you can like boost your whole board. I don't know if this guy's gonna matter. Might be okay. I don't know how enchantment and artifact heavy this is going to be. But on the first glance, it seems a bit clunky. There's some combinations with this dude, but that's it. Hekshan. Web Up was in the Spidey set. Yeah, this card, like, under different names, is in a lot of sets. I feel like every second set has this card. Hey, man. I don't think I played the Spider-Man set, actually. Oh, I took a little break during that time. Okay, so this was white. We're going to continue with blue on Thursday. Summary of white is heroes seems to be the thing. Pretty broken, pretty crazy. Then... what else did we see? We saw attack with 1 creature only. I don't know what archetype this is going to fall into. Usually that connects with black, if I'm not mistaken. But I haven't seen like a lot of cards. It doesn't seem to be very deep in white. So I'm not sure if this is going to be a thing. Then what else have we seen? We have seen... a little bit of tokens, but again, there was like 3 or 4 cards that supported tokens. Also didn't seem very deep. We have seen a little bit of prowess, so I feel like white-red borrows prowess is going to be a thing, and then tap down. And we have seen teamwork. Well, if white green is heroes and then white black is the attack alone, which I don't know, and then white red is going to be Boros prowess beatdown, then I assume teamwork is going to be white blue. Teamwork seems very good. I haven't seen tons of cards either, so it doesn't seem super deep. Maybe I'm wrong, but I haven't seen a lot of teamwork cards, but it seems very strong. Like there's some cards in there which are very, very good. Can probably compete with heroes. Okay, so I think these are the white archetypes, right? So it looks like you will have all 5 archetypes then. Sorry, all 4. So white black attack alone, white green heroes, white blue teamwork, and white red Boros. I might be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. And with heroes and teamwork looking to be super strong. But heroes seems to be dominating by far from what I've seen. Some flicker effects, some really bad, weird cards. I still don't know. I don't think this guy's gonna matter. And then the perfect robot. Everyone play this card. I think that's it, right? That seems to be white. Okay, interesting. It will take too long to go through all colors. So I'm going to split this out. So tomorrow I'll take a break. On Thursday, I'll do a couple more drafts. We did one draft today. A little trophy, that was nice. But I got to go to bed now. I'm quite tired. So yeah, let's look at this together. It was actually fun. I do like looking at these cards. We're going to be perfectly prepared once the set comes in 2 weeks. Will be interesting to see how it all turns out after the review, where you're like, oh, this card is going to be so bad, and then it's going to be one of the best cards. Sometimes happens, but we'll see. All right, guys. Thanks, Movin. Thanks for the feedback. Join back in on Thursday. Breaking tomorrow. And yeah, wish you all a good night. Let's rate someone before I leave. Thank you.